Hey guys, Ryan Soda here, and Merry Christmas, you all. I hope you all had a fun Christmas. I did. Yeah. And today we will be doing a movie review, and today we'll be reviewing Home Alone. Now, I'm just gonna say right off the bat that I love Home Alone so much. It's a tie between this and Die Hard to be my favorite Christmas movies, actually, because Die Hard is a really, really cool one too. I love this one too so much. I love this movie so much. Like, this movie is so funny. It is so enjoyable. It is I don't know how to describe it. It's just very good. Like, it's so hilarious. Like, every time I watch it, I'm always cracking up. So yeah, and this movie it's just very entertaining, I would say. Yeah, I just love Home Alone so much. Yeah, so I wanted to review this one specifically on Christmas. Yeah, I wanted to review Die Hard too, but I wasn't gonna have time to review that. So here I am just reviewing Home Alone. Home Alone is directed by Chris Columbus and features Macaulay Culkin, Joe Pesci, Catherine O'Hara, Daniel Stern, John Hurd, Devin Devin Keytray, I think, and Robert Blossom. So the plot of Home Alone, you guys might already know the plot of Home Alone. The plot of Home Alone is we follow with this young boy named Kevin McAllister who is 8 years old, who has a really big family. Like, he lives in this very big house. Like, it's sort of a mansion sort of thing. Yeah, it's basically a mansion. Yeah, and he lives in there with so many siblings and his uncle and his parents. Yeah, but like he does not get along with them very much, and they do not get along with him very much either. Like, everyone hates Kevin. Like, they always think Kevin is like weird. He's annoying. They even say Kevin's the disease. Like, everyone hates Kevin cuz yeah, just everyone in his family hates him. And so Kevin hates him back too, and Kevin's very like, they hate him cuz he's annoying and he causes too much drama and he makes a lot of messes and he always messes up everything. Yeah. So yeah, but like Kevin, like he's very like sad about it that like all his family hates him, and then he hates them back too, and then one day they decide to plan a family trip to, I think it's England, or I think it's somewhere in Europe. Like, it was definitely somewhere in Europe actually, but I forgot where. I think it was London. Yeah, it was London. Yeah. They plan a vacation there, but once they go there, like they all go there, and they all go there, but then they forget about Kevin, and then Kevin, he just stays there all home alone. Like, he just stays in this whole big house by himself because they all forgot about him, and so he's very happy about it. So he's like, I left I like he thinks he made his family disappear. And then he's even happy about it. He's like, I made my family disappear. Yeah. So Kevin, like, he's just having fun being home alone and all of that. He's using spare cash. He's cleaning the houses too. He's doing his laundry. He's just having a lot of fun being home alone. He's ordering pizza and all this other stuff. He's eating so much sweets. So yeah. So Kevin's just having fun being home alone. But while he's home alone, we follow with these two burglars. These two burglars, their names are Harry and Marv. Yeah, Harry and Marv. Yeah, their names are Harry and Marv, and they love to go around rich people's houses during the holidays and robbing them. So yeah. They decide to rob Kevin's house, but Kevin is like very scared about that, and so what he wants to do is he wants to defend his house and fight back. Excuse me. Yeah, he wants to defend his house and fight back. So yeah, that's basically the whole plot of Home Alone. Yeah, just Home Alone. I love this movie so much. It is, yeah, I already said it all. Yeah. So let's get to the characters now. Now, first off, I love Kevin McAllister. He is so funny. He's so likable. Like, he's such a likable presence, I would say. Yeah, I love him so much. Like, he's so cool. Kevin is just such a really cool character. Yeah. And Macaulay Culkin played him very well, I would say. Like, Macaulay Culkin, I think he was only 10 or something like that, but he played him so well in this movie. Like, he did such an amazing performance in this movie, and he was very young. Yeah, and I just wish he could have done more as an adult too, but he hasn't really been doing much acting or much of anything with his career or with his life lately. He's just been smoking weed a lot, and he's been a bit of a bum, and I kind of feel bad for him actually. He should have continued his acting career. Like, he would have done a really good actor. Yeah, so just I feel bad for Macaulay Culkin as a person actually. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to Macaulay Culkin's character, Kevin. So yeah, but in this time, but in these times when Macaulay Culkin was an actor, like you can tell he was definitely in it. Like he definitely wanted to be there. Like he definitely was grateful to be an actor. Yeah, you can definitely tell that with his performance in this movie. Okay, let's talk about Kevin. Now, Kevin, what I really love about him is how smart he is. Like he's very clever in this movie. Like whenever he goes grocery shopping, like the grocery store person's like, um, he's like, "Are you by yourself?" And he's like, "No, of course not." And she's like, "Where are your parents?" And he's like, "My dad's working and my mom's waiting in the car." Yeah, and that scene was really cool. And then she was like, "Where do you live?" or something like that. And he was like, "I can't tell you because you're a stranger." Yeah, that scene, I love that scene so much in the grocery store. Yeah, that just shows how smart and clever Kevin could be. Yeah, and he definitely has a lot of a character arc with this movie too, because he goes from the beginning with hating his family so much and being so scared of certain things to being this brave kid in the end and a loving kid in the end that cares for his family. Yeah, he goes from being yeah, I already, yeah. He just changes a lot as the movie goes along, and that's what I really love about him. That's what I love most about film is character arcs. Yeah, and he definitely had a really cool character arc with this movie. I'll get into that a bit later on once I start talking about the ending. Oh yeah, this review will contain a bit of spoilers, so if you haven't seen Home Alone, leave this review. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen Home Alone already. Is there anything else I should say about Kevin? So yeah, and I really love how Kevin's really funny in this movie too. Like I love the scream he does. Like he's like ah. That was a terrible impression of his scream. He goes ah. Yeah, but that was a terrible impersonation of his scream. But I like the face he does. Yeah. That face has become very legendary now. Just look at it. Like that's a very funny face. Yeah, I love that so much. Like all the scenes where he's screaming and when he puts the shaving cream on his cheek. Yeah, those scenes are very funny. Is there anything else I should say? Yeah, Kevin's just so funny. Like I love that scene where Harry and Marv almost run him over and then he's like ah. Yeah, that scene's funny. Is there anything else I should say about Kevin? Let me think. Before I get into the main point of the movie, I just want to say a couple more things about Kevin. Oh yeah, I really like how he was scared of the basement at first. How he was scared of the furnace in the basement. Like he always thought it was saying his name and all of that. But then by towards the somewhere like towards the end of the movie, he overcomes his fear and is not scared of that furnace anymore. Like he's not scared to go down the basement anymore. And I really like that about him. Is there anything else I should say? Let me think. Oh yeah, and I really love how he handles with Harry and Marv towards the end of the movie. I'll get into that scene. I love the whole booby trap scene in the end where with Harry and Marv when they try to break in his house. Like he sets up booby traps and they all start flipping and then yeah, that whole scene's funny. Wait, before I get more into that, I just want to say another funny scene I really liked from Kevin. I really liked the fake movie that Kevin would use to trick people that were trying to break in. Yeah, that fake movie. I forgot what it was called, but it was a tape and like it was this black and white movie where this old man was like, "I'm gonna give you the count of 10 to get your ugly to get your ugly." I forgot what he was saying, but he said like really funny stuff like ugly. All I can remember was ugly and like and yeah, all I can remember is ugly, but like he always says so much other stuff, and those scenes were really funny. And I really like that scene with the pizza man where he orders a pizza, and then he says, and then he plays that movie, and then he plays that movie, and then and then like he I can't even speak right now. Like he plays the movie to like get the pizza, so like the pizza man won't like think someone's home alone. Yeah, and so he what was I saying? Fuck, I can't even speak. So yeah, and he plays that video to make him go away too, and then like the video starts shooting, and then like the dude that actually thinking he's shooting at him and he's running away. Yeah, that scene was funny, and I really liked how that pizza man is always knocking over the statue and the porch. Yeah. Is there anything else I should say about Kevin? Let me think. Hmm. Let me think. And I really like towards the end where he wants his family to come back home, where like he really misses his family a lot. And he's always really sad about it, and then he even asked the fake Santa Claus to like tell Santa Claus to bring his family back for Christmas. Yeah. Yeah, I like how he went from not caring for his family at all to caring for his family. Yeah, if they're mean or not, it's still his family. Yeah, I really like that turning point in the movie. Is there anything else I should say? Okay, I think. Okay, I'll get on to the booby trap scene now. I really love that scene. That scene is so funny. Like, he's very clever with his traps, and then he makes Harry burn his hand, and like he puts fire in his hair, and then he shoots them with the baby gun. Yeah, those yeah, it was just very funny. He makes Marv go up a flight of stairs filled with super glue and a needle. Yeah, those scenes were very funny, and like he made him step on a bunch of Christmas decorations. He threw he threw paint at them. He put a spider on them. Yeah, that whole scene was just very funny. Yeah. And like a lot of people have I know a lot of people since this movie have been inspired to do booby traps, and I could definitely see that. Is there anything else I should say about that scene? I think that's it. I don't want to give away too much of that scene if you haven't seen that if you haven't seen this movie. Is there anything else I should say? I think that's it about Kevin. So yeah, Kevin was really funny. Okay, now let's get to what was his name? Oh yeah, let's get to the burglars now. Harry and Marv. They were both really funny. Like them both were really funny too. Yeah. Excuse me. I promise I don't have the virus. I just talk too much and it makes me cough. Yeah. So Harry, I really liked Harry a lot. He was a really funny character. He was a little clever, but not nowhere near as clever as what's his name, Kevin is. I really like how they're always robbing places, and when they robbed the neighbor's place, like Kevin's neighbors, like they left the water running and all of that, and like they stole everything. Yeah, those scenes were pretty funny. And also the actor of Harry, his name is Joe Pesci. Yeah, and I saw him in another movie before called My Cousin Vinny. That movie was funny too. But we're not talking about that movie. But I just wanted to quickly say that because I really love that movie too. Is there anything else I should say about Harry? Let me think. So yeah, just Harry's always really funny with all the scenes he's in. I really liked in the beginning when he was a cop when he had. I really like his gold tooth too. Let me think. And I really liked how he's more smarter than Marv is. I really like their whole partnership too. How they're always arguing with each other. Yeah, those scenes were really funny. Let me think. Is there anything else I should say about Harry? I think that's it. Excuse me. So I really liked Marv too. I really liked how he was sort of an idiot in a way. I really liked that a lot about him. And I really like how like he's not as smart as Harry or Kevin is. Like he's very like not like he's not smart at all. I really like that a lot about him. And I really like the scene in the car where like he hesitates and then he's just like yeah. Yeah, like it takes a long period of time for him to answer that scene in the car. Yeah, that scene was pretty good. Yeah, I really like Mark's character, like how he was just always like so like he was not like he I don't know how to describe it, but he wasn't as smart as most people. Yeah. Let me think. Is there anything else I should say about Marv? I think that's it. So yeah, I really like the burglars too. I really liked Kevin's parents too. They were really funny too. I really liked when Kevin's parents were trying to find him, like when they were trying to book a plane to back home, and then all the planes were like packed already, or there were no planes to go there. So yeah, I really like those scenes a lot. Those scenes were funny, and I really liked when they realized when they left Kevin, they were freaking out. Yeah, that scene was funny. Is there anything else I should say about them? I think that's it. So yeah, I like those scenes. Let me think. I really liked Kevin's older brother Buzz. Yeah, his name was Buzz. Yeah, he was really funny too. I really liked how he was the one that would pick on Kevin the most, and he was always calling him names and all of that. And I really liked his tarantula too, like the tarantula he owned. That thing was really cool. Let me think. Is there anything else I should say about Buzz? So yeah, and Buzz was a really funny character too, and I really liked how Buzz, like, he knows how that Kevin can handle himself, cause like towards the second act of the movie, the siblings are like, we're worried about Kevin, and then he's just like, don't be, he can handle himself, and yeah, I really like how he thinks of how he knows Kevin can handle himself. Is there anything else I should say about Buzz? So yeah, Buzz was really funny. And now we get to the old man, Marley. The old man that Kevin was always afraid of because they thought that he had killed children or something like that. Yeah, yeah, I really liked him a lot too. He was really cool too. I really liked the whole side of the story where he thought Marley was dangerous, but then like he sees him at the church and then he's like, excuse me. He sees him at the church, and then Marley walks up to Kevin, and then he's just like, "Merry Christmas," and then they start having a conversation, and then right away starts seeing that he's not so bad, like he's just a good man. Yeah, and I really liked Marley's side of the story where he went to the church to see his granddaughter perform, and he couldn't really be with his son or his granddaughter because they had gone through some drama, like they had gotten into a big fight, and his son said he had never wanted to talk to him again. And so since then, he's been afraid to talk to his son again because he was afraid that maybe he really meant it, that he never wanted to talk to him again, or he just never like he was or he thought he wouldn't be interested in him and all of that. Yeah, I really like those scenes. I really like that scene a lot. And then Kevin was just like, well, call him, like maybe it's not too bad, maybe he'll forgive you and all this other stuff. And I really love, like, that scene was very heart touching, I would say. Like, it touched my heart so much, and I really felt for Marley in that scene. And from there I really started caring for Marley. Yeah, and I really liked what Marley does in the end when he saves Kevin. Yeah, that scene was really cool. And I really liked in the end. I said I was gonna give a little bit of spoilers away, but in the end, I'm just gonna say, if you guys have seen this movie, the way the movie ends, I thought that was a really beautiful way to end the movie with Marley and all and his family and all of that. Yeah. So yeah, it was just, yeah, the end with Marley reuniting with his family was just very beautiful. So yeah, Marley was a really cool character too. I think I might have liked him more than Harry and Marv actually. I think he might have been my second favorite character right next to Kevin. Yeah. Is there anything else I should say about him? Let me think. So yeah, I really liked him a lot. Just Marley wasn't a very cool. She was just a very excellent character. Let's get to the setting. And now I love the Home Alone setting in this movie. Like, I love the whole setting and atmosphere of a young child being just in this really big house, just all by himself, having it all for himself and eating and like doing a lot with it and like making so much messes. Like, I love that whole atmosphere so much. Like, it actually makes me feel like it actually gets me cozy actually. Yeah, and I watch this movie every Christmas, and each time I just feel cozy. Yeah. Is there anything else I should say? Let me think. And I really liked how they made the town look like with the snow too. So yeah. Let me think. So yeah, they did a very good job with the setting. Like, they did like an excellent job with the setting. Okay, let's talk about performances. Their performances were amazing actually. Like, they all did a really good job. Like, every actor did such an amazing job with this movie, including Macaulay Culkin. Like, I'm looking at you, Macaulay Culkin. Yeah. Let me think. The soundtrack was really good too. I really love the soundtrack to this movie a lot. I really like that song that plays when Kevin and Marley are watching the church perform. Yeah, I really like the whole soundtrack to this movie. Like, it's just so beautiful, I would say. Yeah. Let me think. The comedy, I would definitely say the comedy works so much. This movie is so funny. Like, it works so much. Yeah. Like, it makes, like, every joke in this movie definitely makes you laugh. Is there anything else I should say? Let me think. The pacing I thought was pretty good too. Like, this movie definitely had a really good pace actually. This movie was an hour and a half, but it went by really fast. Is there anything else I should say? Yeah, I definitely thought Chris Columbus had a huge heart with making this movie. Chris Columbus has done some pretty good movies. Like he directed the next Home Alone movie, and then he directed the first two Harry Potter movies too. Yeah, he's a pretty good director. Let me think. Yeah, I thought all the effects were done really well. All the effects I thought were done really well. Like the scene with the booby trap in the end, I thought that whole scene was done very, very well. Um, Let me think. Yeah, all the effects I would say still hold up. Okay. Let me think. Oh yeah, and I really like the theme to this movie too. Like the whole family theme to it too. Like when you're home alone, like the theme I would say to this movie is never never let your family down. Like never hate on your family because you know I actually can't think of. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the theme. Excuse me. So the main thing I would say about this movie is that family is always important no matter how much they treat you. Like they are still your family. They still love you no matter if they're mean to you or not. And be careful what you wish for too cuz you might wish to take it back. Yeah. And that I would definitely say those are the two main themes to this movie. Is there anything else I should talk about? Yeah, I don't have any flaws with this movie actually. Like I don't have any flaws with it actually. Like this movie's amazing. Like I can't think of any flaws with this movie actually. Yeah, just this movie's amazing. Yeah, it's very funny. Like it is a very good movie to watch with your family every year on Christmas. Like whenever Christmas Day comes, just put on this movie and it'll definitely make your day. Yeah. So Home Alone, I'll definitely rate it an A plus. Yeah, I love this movie so much. Yeah. Bye and see you all in the next review.